The only results from the Iowa caucus at this hour are chaos and confusion. Never good. Here are the numbers, as we said, right now.
There they are.
A lot of zeros. There it is, Anthony, all across the board. CBS News cannot declare a winner because
there ain't any results.
Exactly right. Iowa's Democratic Party has not released the final count because they don't have it.
Think about it. I was tallying it up. I'm up to some $300 million that may have just been wasted by all these campaigns combined.
Well,
I just feel so bad for these workers, both the paid, the unpaid.
Think about the people who have spent the better part of a year in Iowa knocking on doors, giving speeches.
They left their lives. They left lives back home. I mean, you know.
We really are.
I think Iowa will do the country a favor. They're going to move to a primary. I think we've just learned it's done.
This morning, the candidates are already off to New Hampshire with the Iowa caucuses in chaos.
At some point, the results will be announced.
With an unprecedented breakdown in reporting the returns. After waiting all night and early into the morning, still no winner has been declared.
So we don't know all the results. But we know by the time it's all said and done, Iowa, you have shocked the nation. Because by all indications, we are going on to New Hampshire victorious.
Does he have reason to be confident, do you think?
No, not necessarily, Anthony. And frankly, for a candidate who has talked about his concerns with the misinformation that the president has spread, and someone who has campaigned on his belief in science and facts, to be spreading incomplete facts this morning is pretty astounding.
Well, I think the headline is it wasn't the Russians in this case. It appears to be the Democrats who did it to themselves. The Democrats wanted to have a new app to get faster results from the nearly 1,700 caucuses. They also felt it would be more transparent. Didn't turn out that way. What happened essentially is that caucus chairs were supposed to download this new app to their personal cell phones. I mean, already security analysts.
Some questions, yes.
But okay, that's what they were supposed to do. It came out really late. As they start trying to do that,
they got the app late.
Yeah,
we don't get it till yesterday.
Well, we don't know exactly when they got it, but they told us they got it late in the process. So many of them were working on it yesterday and early yesterday morning. In fact, NBC News has been able to review a memo between some of the party bigwigs and some of the caucus chairs in which they were saying things like, nobody having trouble with the app should feel dumb. So they knew yesterday morning, long before voting commenced yesterday evening, that there was a problem.
Okay, but I thought they had backup plans and all of that. That was the big innovation of Iowa this year. Now we're going to have paper cards and we can recount, and that's what they're doing now? Or?
Well, that's what they are doing. Thank goodness for the paper. I mean, they did have people write down their selections.
2020. Thank goodness for the paper.
Yeah, well, and now they're recounting those. But, you know, we should just note, you know, we knew last night by 5:30 that at least 12 of the caucus chairs were unable to use the app. It turned out to be a lot more than that. They went to the phone. Yeah. The phone didn't work. 2 hours. Some people waited.
Some of these precinct chairs calling in can't get in with a party. Is that right?
They couldn't get through.
Okay.
The guy in the White House is chuckling all night here, showing the Democrats can't even get a 3-car funeral organized, or whatever you want to call it. I would say to the people of Iowa, well, the last person leaving Des Moines, please turn out the lights. This has not been a success.
I fear daylight will obviate the need for...
It argues the case. Yeah, it argues for the case.
That we did just moments ago speak with a caucus secretary from one precinct in Ames, Iowa, who told us that he had been on the phone for 2 hours, on hold on the phone for 2 hours and counting, trying to report to the state party the results of just that one precinct.
Wow.
Yeah. A reporting issue, they say. The underlying data and paper trail is sound. They're just saying it's going to take a lot longer.
This doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Ouch.
One of the lines that you used that got the most applause was, "We better not screw this up."
Oh, I didn't mean the numbers.
Well,
I meant...
But is Iowa screwing it up?
No, you know what I meant by that. I meant that we need to have a candidate that can lead the ticket.
You have an Iowa county official basically telling us he thinks the whole process is flawed to begin with. Second of all, you have him telling us that Bernie Sanders won the first ballot, the initial preference, 2-1, but is going to end up with the same number of delegates as Elizabeth Warren and Pete Buttigieg. That's a window into all of this, into everything that is the Iowa caucuses this year.
Right. Just chaos, a horrible showing. These campaigns are going to find that it was a waste of time, an unnecessary test of their early organization because there's nothing to come of it, and the results may be suspect. So whoever wins can claim victory, but those who fell behind can say, how do we even trust in the process? And the campaign rolls on.
One campaign source says that the results app that they were using, this was a new app that they were supposed to be reporting each result from each precinct location around the state, has not been working, and the phone backup system that they had in place, according to one source, is a disaster.